The 559 night market done in 4 minutes and 20 seconds, putting the speed in run. Do I think it's worth going to as an attendee? Yes, I think it's worth going to as an attendee because guess what? It's free. You're only spending money on gas and that's probably it. There's nothing else that you need to spend money on other than obviously food and the vendors because we were vending there. Hey. There's nothing to worry about security wise because I see a lot of Facebook people being like, oh my god, it's downtown Fresno. Whoever at Central Fish or Fresno Street Eats or Vendor Village, whoever gets the security, they're up on it. There's usually 2 security guards, 4 total walking around the premises all the time, and there's a couple on the perimeters. So if something does go awry or if there's the local homeless that walk around, then they deal with the situation. You don't have to worry about it. I think the food is worth it for the price that you're getting it at. There's a lot of local Asian startups that put up their booths there. There's also a lot of Fresno Street Eat booths that show up at this night market, and they're pretty good. So I think overall it's worth it, and it's not like anime conventions or other conventions that we go to where they charge $20 and you're just getting a Whopper. Okay. Yeah, that still offends me to this day. I can't believe I spent that much money on a. My only qualm with the 559 night market is the fact that it's not consistent. So in May they had a car show which drove a lot of people to go there because they're like, oh my god, there's a car show and obviously a night market where there's vendors and food. I also think marketing is also a big issue because not a lot of people show up to buy. A lot of people show up for food only, and that's obviously a big issue if you're vending because people won't have enough money to buy food and stuff. I think some months are better than others because some months are empty and the only things that people will go there for is the food and the K-pop performances done by a local K-pop group, which they're really good, by the way. In August, for example, this month, there is a drum performance that happened earlier in the night market, right around 6 to 7 o'clock, which is not a very good time for a night market because the sun didn't even go down by that time and not a lot of people showed up. But yeah, I'm not the event holder, so who did I know? However they do their vendor layout, which I think is just on a first come first serve basis, because the earlier you are, the better the spots that you get, I think needs to be done better because I will admit we did show up pretty late. I think we're the last vendors that showed up. That being said, the people that were supposed to provide the beer garden, they didn't show up at all. And High Speed Rail also left maybe like 2 hours into the event. So take that as you will. They could have fit everybody within that first parking lot. We were thrown into the farthest side of the parking lot, which was at first was dedicated with all the food trucks, but there was no food trucks over where we were, and the only people that were there were the performancers that were practicing for their performances. So not a lot of people walked through there because they were like, oh, they're practicing, and the only people that walked through there were like, oh, there's anime people over here because they're blasting anime music. Performancers, sorry, that was me. I was blasting the really loud anime music. I gotta put me first, okay? Because there wasn't a lot of people walking through our area, okay? Please, you have to. I gotta put me first. Would I do this night market again? Yes, I would do this night market again. However, it is definitely on the lower end of the priority list. If I have something else that Friday, I'm definitely doing that over this. That's for sure.